Ephesians 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. I do these videos because I have been dealing with spiritual warfare all of my life. And I'm learning about spiritual warfare almost every day. I've done so much research on it. And I started looking around me and thinking to myself, there's things that other people are going through. Is it that they could be dealing with the same thing? And all the signs are the same. I wanted to bring awareness to this because witchcraft is not what people think it is. It affects our everyday in life, and we just look at it as that's just life. When it's dark, it's sinister. It seems to me as though I would say 95% of the population is dealing with someone working witchcraft on them, and they have no idea. And we see these signs, but we just let it go over our head. We figure it's strange. If we talk to somebody about it, they think it's strange too, and then that's it. We don't think anything more of it. And today I would like to talk about Miss Shirley Raines, known as Beauty to the Streets, founder and CEO, was a homeless advocate, has died suddenly at 58. The things Miss Shirley talks about is all the signs of someone who suffered a witchcraft attack. People want to know what happened to Miss Shirley. That's what happened to Miss Shirley. Some disgusting human being, trash, animal, filth, had worked witchcraft on this lady. This lady that's loved by many people. They worked witchcraft on her. They felt that they played God. And they said, I'm going to take your life. Okay, I'm going to go over some of the things that she shared. When she said at the time, she went missing. People didn't know what happened to her. She said she had woke up with bruises on her body. And I'll never forget, some years ago, I had these bruises on my body. And who knows where they came from. So I went to the hospital. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, I take medication, pain medication. So I'm thinking that caused the bruising. And, I'm looking like a domestic violence victim. All these bruises on my arm and everything. I remember prior to that, I was riding the subway, and how a man was looking at me. At the time, I didn't know I had all these. It was summertime. I had on a short sleeve shirt. I didn't know I had all these bruises on me like that. And when I went to the hospital, they, I guess, trying to evaluate me, because maybe that was their first thought too, and that I was trying to protect someone. Oh, but let me not forget this. When I registered when I first got there, the lady who signed me in, she says, when you come out, tell me what that is, because I have the exact same thing. And I'm like, wow, the funny part about it is she works right there in the hospital. And I guess it scared her so much she couldn't even ask the doctor, hey, because with insurance, sometimes we can't get our insurance right. Now I guess she was like, well, let me find out through you because I'm dealing with the same thing. But she couldn't ask the doctor, could you sort of tell me what this is? And then again, you never know how she felt about it. But that spoke volumes. Her telling me that she shared the exact same marks on her body. So that was one thing that Miss Shirley shared with us. The second thing was when she said weakness in her legs. There's going to be several things that's happening to you, and it's all tied into witchcraft. And that's what people don't know. I don't know. When it comes to witchcraft, we just think, well, something scary, and that's it. Not knowing that our whole atmosphere is affected by it. She said she woke up extremely thirsty. I remember years ago when my children were small. This particular day, I was in my room laying down. I don't know, I just felt real strange, funny. So I was laying down. There's other family members in the apartment besides me and my children. And it's quiet in my room because I'm not doing anything. I'm just feeling strange. It's quiet. And then I hear, may I have something to drink, please? And a few minutes after that, may I have something to drink, please? It was driving me up the wall. You just went in there and asked for something to drink. May I have something to drink, please? May I have something to drink, please? And I was like, oh my God. And, today I know the truth. Not just me, the family member was attacking with witchcraft. They were attacking my children. They were attacking everybody with witchcraft. And you can be forgetful. And how she had these tests taken, and this is what she said. After seeing 2 doctors, 2 nurses, CAT scans, metabolic panel, EKG, all the testing and questions, they can only deduce that somehow it was drugged. They wasn't even for sure. They don't know. But they know something happened to this lady. So we'll just assume that you were drugged. And when you're under witchcraft attack, you'll go to the doctor and they'll give you all these tests and everything comes back negative. You'll get a fine bill of health. Now, these are some things that I would also like to know when it comes to this situation. When somebody's working witchcraft on you, you're going to have dreams. What's happening in the spiritual realm is going to manifest in the physical. We have to, as soon as we wake up, we have to cancel our dreams. Only the thing is, who knows that? They're not teaching it in church. You got people go to church all the time. All the time. And very few pastors are teaching this. Hardly any. And a lot of people are suffering. Like in Hosea 4:6, my people perish for lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because only had she known. But again, we aren't told this. How can you fight something that you don't even know you're battling? You'll lose. And the dreams, they're usually all the same kinds of dreams. Nightmares, being chased, flying like a bird, hair being cut, being injected, being shot at, dirty, murky water, dark, shadowy figures, like a male, like that cartoon, that cartoon, that cartoon book. What is it? The comic book. I'm sorry, the comic book. What is it called? The Dark Man or the Shadow Man? I don't remember, but I know that, it's just a dark figure because, yes, again, being that I dealt with this for years up until today, these are things that I dealt with as well. These dreams. Um, excuse me. And in one of Stephen Darby's sermon titled Your Problem is Witches, he says, you'll go on social media and talk about it. Now they know it's working. That witchcraft, they working on you. Now, it's like, hey, so I don't have to try or wonder. I know, in fact, that it's happening to the person. Isn't that horrible? And, she's on IG talking about what happened, whether it's IG or Facebook or whatever. But she was telling what happened. Again, people don't know. They aren't aware. This is something completely new. And also, yeah, the witchcraft will disrupt your whole atmosphere. Insects, animals, they'll act strange. Or if you have an animal, they might be out of season, the insects. Or just how they act aggressive. Or like animals, you can have a dog and the dog suddenly gets sick and die. A lot of people who are under attack, their dogs die, and again, nobody's connecting it because you don't know. You'll hear certain sounds that only you'll hear, nobody else. Like, for instance, you might hear a glass shattering and it's just you. You'll ask somebody else, you heard that? And they'll say no. Your relationships will get affected. You might fall out with people close to you and don't even know why. They'll remember things that never even happened. Appliances, all your appliances will start acting up. You'll have tech issues. Your your laptop might crash. Issues with your phone. You'll call customer service. They have no idea what the problem is. You might smell burning hair, feces, smoke, and you don't know the source of it. It's like, where's that smell coming from? And the other signs, migraine headaches, fatigue. It'll just feel like you're drained. Like somebody's just pulling the life out of you. You'll wake up feeling like Mike Tyson just dogged you and just threw your body down. What else? Yeah. And I don't want you to think like, say you got a headache, that you're suffering from a witchcraft attack. It has to accompany all these other things. At one point in time, everybody who's under witchcraft attack will be dealing with this. The body aches, feeling lethargic, falling out with family and friends, people you love and care for, and you have no idea what happened in the dreams. And there's times that whoever's doing this to you, they're going to be in your dreams. I'll never forget the family member. I was dreaming about them too much. I said, you know what? It has to be something to this. Because they're starring in all my dreams. And then I came across this book in my research, and I was just so devastated because there it was. This little boy, he was mad. I guess a teenager. He was mad with his mother because he was dreaming about her. Only they knew about all that. They were taught about that. So therefore, whenever anything happened, they already knew what it was. Not all the time you'll dream about the person. There's times that you may just dream about the individual one time, and that's really no, way that you can detect anything, because the person might be around and you might see the individual, so that's why you dreamt about them. Rest in peace, Miss Shirley. Thanks for watching.